Welcome to the International Show, sponsored by Star Central and presented by the gentleman of country radio, Mark Eckel, with Australia's First Lady of Song, Shaza Leigh.
Thank you, everyone, and a very, very warm welcome indeed to our broadcast right here on AusCountryMusicRadio.com, Oz Radio Gold and Allied International Radio. We're emanating out of the studios of Mildura, Victoria, Australia, and the LBS studios in Tamworth. And I'd like to welcome my co-host for today and for every day, Shaza Leigh. Hi, Shaza.
Good morning, Mark. It's always wonderful to be with you.
Always wonderful to be with you too, Shaza, and looking forward to a great show today with a couple of fabulous interviews from our Star Central artists in Greg McInnes and also the fabulous Shaun Connery, and he is an Irish artist, but he'll be calling us from England today, so very, very lucky indeed.
Fantastic. And we also have a whole host of new music coming through, and even the Christmas singles have started to filter through now. And so it's a really exciting time of the year for us, Mark. We're heading into Christmas.
Absolutely. And the first track we have is a lovely fellow from over there in South Australia, Shaz, that you have for us.
Yes, Clarke originally came over from New Zealand. He spent time on the east coast, New South Wales, Brisbane, before settling over in South Australia. And it's the first opportunity we have had to promote a song for Graeme. So without any further ado, here's his brand new single, Always My Best Friend by Clarke.
Spent together have flown by much too fast. Memories we've cherished are now fading in the past. Our children have all grown and gone. The wheel has turned around. Again it's just the two of us sharing treasures that we've found. So take my hand and walk with me through the time that lies ahead. No need to say a single word, we know it's all been said. And when that final page is turned and the story's at its end, you were more than just a wife to me, you were always my best friend. Plans we made together, after all, were only dreams that vanished in the light of day, made of nothing, so it seems. They held our life together in those times when all went wrong. For it's such that dreams are made of, and it's dreams that make love strong. Take my hand and walk with me through the time that lies ahead. No need to say a single word, we know it's all been said. And when that final page is turned and the story's at its end, you were more than just a wife to me, you were always my best friend. Slowly fading, but the warmth will still remain of a constant friend and lover through the happiness and pain. With you by my side to guide me, then we'll face the passing time as we started out so long ago when I changed your name to mine. So take my hand and walk with me through the time that lies ahead. No need to say a single word, we know it's all been said. And when that final page is turned and the story's at its end, you were more than just a wife
Yes, you know what I think about that song too, Shaza? That's going to be requested left, right and centre as a dedication song. It's just a beautiful, beautiful lyric, isn't it?
Oh, it is. It's just so special, and songs like that always resonate with the listeners, and especially the more mature listeners really have a true affinity with that type of song.
Now we're going to have a little bit of Western swing into the program.
We have, and we move over to Texas, and we have a wonderful new track that's just been released by Carlos Washington, and Carlos records and is represented by Flaming Tortuga Records. He's actually a true cowboy who blends Western swing music with his cowboy classics. So let's listen to his brand new single just hitting the airwaves today, Put Some Western Back into Country by Carlos Washington.
Come on now. I'll put some Western back into country so you can sing and holler all night long. I'll put some Western back into country. I'll play some Western, make it country strong. There was a time when country and Western were in line. We never knew the difference, right or wrong. Then someone made a move, said country had to rule, and Western was left to sing the blues. That's why I'll put some Western back into country so you can sing and holler all night long. I'll put some Western back into country. I'll play some Western and make it country strong. Yeah, I am country all day long, but cowboy is what I do. Well, it's a known fact, I'm more than a hat act. I'm Western and country through and through. That's why I'll put some Western back into country so you can sing and holler all night long. I'll put some Western back into country. I'll play some Western and make it country strong. See the day when folks like us will say we need more Western in this USA. God knows our country will survive with folks like this alive. Don't test us, 'cause this is what we'll do. We'll all get Western for our country, make it safe for generation long. We'll all get Western for our country. We'll all get Western and make this country strong. Let's all get Western and make this country strong. Right.
Yes, and he is a great artist. All right, Anthony Baxter, the fabulous guitarist from Tamworth and the LBS studio, has a new one out, and you wrote it for him, Shaza.
Yes, I did. Back in July, we were putting songs together for Anthony's brand new album, which is coming out early next year. So this is another single off that album. I wrote a block of 3 songs on that day. I wrote one for Peggy Gilchrist, one for Anthony, and one for Lindsay Butler. And Anthony is naturally the first to get his out, and we're really, really pleased with his first Christmas track.
I can't believe you. You're like a Burt Bacharach and Hal David all put together.
Well, someone's got to do it, mate.
Oh, thank God. You can do it, girl. All right, here's Anthony Baxter. I'm loving it too, by the way. And I love the title, Christmas is Hanging Rock. Yes, the fabulous Anthony Baxter picking beautifully there. Christmas at Hanging Rock. All right, the next one we have is another Christmas back-to-back. Shaza?
Yes, and this time we go across to Ireland, and Shaun Connery has released a Christmas song as well as his new country single. So Shaun is very proactive at the moment, and it's really exciting to share his new Christmas song first, and it's called Walking, Talking Dolly, Shaun Connery.
Yeah, and I'm looking forward to this. This is a first play, folks, a worldwide release.
October, November, December 23. Time was getting short now, there's no way I could see. October, November, December 23. How could I tell my little girl no work for me there'd be? When she said, could I have a dolly? A walking, talking dolly that laughs and sings and's happy just like me. I said, say your prayers to God each night. Love all around you and you'll find her lying there beneath your Christmas tree. October, November, December 23. She looked so small and open-eyed as she sat on Santa's knee. October, November, December 23. What would you like? Her soft reply was all that I could hear. Oh, she said, could I have a dolly? A walking, talking dolly that laughs and sings and's happy just like me. I said, say your prayers to God each night. Love all around you and you'll find her lying there beneath your Christmas tree. October, November, December 24. A knocking and a neighbor's voice whispered at my door. I stood there in silence, my tears I tried to hide. A friend in need is a friend indeed, from your friends he said with pride. October, November, December 25. I sat and waited through the night, saw her open up her eyes. As tears fell, I watched her as happy as can be. I can't forget those words so soft as she turned and said to me, oh, she said, isn't she wonderful? Isn't she beautiful? Isn't she the sweetest dolly you've ever seen? Oh, she said, isn't she wonderful? Isn't she beautiful? Daddy, please thank God and Santa for me.
Yes, there he is, Shaun Connery. And what a great opportunity that you had that to play on our playlist today, Shaza, because I'm going to be talking to Shaun in about a half an hour's time. So that's really exciting. I can talk to him about both songs, so it's terrific. All right, we're going to have a little bit of Western Swing throwing back into the playlist, because this is Eric Diamond, folks, and it's a great song called I Can't Give You Anything But Love.
but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always planned for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth wouldn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day you'll know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. Anything but love, baby. That's the only thing I've plenty of, baby. Dream a while, scheme a while, you're sure to find happiness, and I guess all those things you've always planned for. Gee, I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth wouldn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day you'll know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything but love. I'd like to see you looking swell, baby. Diamond bracelets Woolworth wouldn't sell, baby. Till that lucky day you'll know darn well, baby, I can't give you anything, I can't give you anything, I can't give you anything but love.
Yes, Eric Diamond there. I can't give you anything but love. What a great toe tapper. We're going to come back to Australia now because we've got our own Tamworth artist, Carol Chaney, next.
Yes, and we've just had Carol out here last week and we had a great time recording a brand new podcast, and it's in the vault at Butler Estate, and Carol and Anthony, Scotty Parker from up in Mackay, he actually flew in from Melbourne because he's a pilot. We all sat down, Lachlan Butler and I have actually put this panel and podcast together. We had a great time talking about the 30th anniversary tour. We thought it'd be great to share the song that Carol recorded that I wrote for her a couple of years ago, and Star Central released this, one of the greatest songs that she's recorded, I Won't Stand in Your Way.
It's just your way, so I'd have to say it's just how you walk and how you talk. It's just your way. It's just that smile. It's there in your style. It's deep in your eyes. There's no disguise. It's just your smile. But I won't stand in your way. Though you want me to stay. Like sands in the hourglass. How time has passed. Let's call it a day. 'Cause I won't stand in your way. gentle and such, and it cuts to the core. I'm left wanting more. It's just your touch, and it's just my way. So I have to say, it's time to walk, no time to talk. It's just my way, but I won't stand in your way, though you want me to stay. Like sands in the hourglass, how time has passed, let's call it a day. 'Cause I won't stand in your way. It's been fun to play. Now we both know that you must go. I won't stand in your way. Yes, we both know that you must go. I won't stand in your way.
I love playing Carol Chaney. I tell you why, because she sounds exactly the same as when she performs on stage, and I think that's just so important, and not every artist has got that ability, Shaza.
No, Carol's a really polished entertainer. She's been working in bands for many, many years. She did take a break, but she's a wonderful performer, has a lovely stage presence, and we just love her as a person.
Okay, well, we've got a very packed last half hour of our international show today, Shaz. So how about if I play your beautiful Christmas song, Hear the Angels, and we talk next week?
Thank you very much, Mark. And this song was released by Star Central 3 years ago. And each year, when it comes around to Christmas time, Star Central packages up all of the Christmas songs that we have released. So every song that we've released over that 3 or 4 year period all get bundled, sent out to radio so that we have all of our artists going into Christmas playlists over the period. Mate, thank you very much for having me today, and thank you for playing this. It's one of my favourites that I've recorded.
Thank you, and thank you for your insight into the wonderful artists and their music. Thanks, Shaza. Bye.
Thanks, Mark.
Weeks we've all been running round, preparing our own way. It's that special time of year, it's more than just a day. The presents glow 'neath lighted trees, and laughter fills the air. The true spirit of our Christmas, it's time for love and care. I can hear the angels, voices on the wind. I can feel the magic, full of love within. And I'm truly grateful I was born to sing, and thankful for the joy of life, the gift of being free. Always take a moment to reflect upon a fall. children of this world, and just how lucky we all are to live in peace forevermore through runnings of the day. Believe we're blessed and guided should we choose to live that way. I can hear the angels' voices on the wind. I can feel the magic full of love within, and I'm truly grateful I was born to sing, and thankful for the joy of life, the gift of being free. Can you hear the angels' voices on the wind? Can you feel the magic full of love within, and be truly grateful you were born to sing, and thankful for the joy of life, the gift of being free. Yes, be thankful for the joy of life, the gift of being free.
You are tuned in to www.ozcountrymusicradio.com, Oz Radio Gold and Allied International Radio. This is the international show, and as per program, we have the fabulous Greg McInnes to talk to. How are you, Greg?
Yeah, great, thank you. Thanks for having me on the show.
No, it's great to have you on after playing your song for quite a bit now. It's really great to get the artist behind the music, but I always like to go back a little bit just to introduce you, Greg, to our listening audience, which is worldwide, as you know. And Greg's talking to us from Brisbane, but it all started down on a dairy farm, mate, years ago. Your life.
That's right, yeah. Down in southern New South Wales in a little town called Camden.
Yeah, I know it well, actually. And the other thing was to something I generally delve into is the family and growing up, and whether there's music in your family. And to save a little bit of time, we had that conversation. And your mother was a little bit of a pianist and a singer, but she liked to do it on her own.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, yeah. She was definitely not public with it, but she was very talented.
That's fantastic, mate. And I'm really pleased. I've got a 96-year-old mum that I look after. I'm really pleased that you went down to your mum, who you said was 93, and I think that's all right for us to say. And to tell her that you've got a song and you've got it on air.
Yeah, definitely, and shared it with her, and she loved the story behind it and the lyrics, and she was very touched once she got to hear the song.
Yeah, that was the other question I was going to ask you. That's fantastic, yeah. And, mate, in your earlier days, you knocked around with some groups of young people that were into music, and that's what got you started?
Yeah, totally. It was pretty well... apart from my mum's inspiration and sending me along to guitar lessons when I was 12, when I was about 17, I got involved in a youth group in a small mining town in central Queensland, and there was a need for someone to play guitar so that people could sing along. And I'd seen a young guy do the same thing somewhere else, and I got the inspiration and thought, well, hang on, I learnt that when I was 12. Maybe 6 years later I could remember some things. and I pulled it out, and sure enough, I could strum a few chords, and then I haven't put it down since. and that's like 30-something years ago.
Well, mate, as a little bit of an inspiration to other people that, haven't got the confidence to get out there, you really never had the confidence in the vocal ability, did you?
No, I certainly didn't. It didn't help with some of my immediate family members would tell me to go and play in the garage or stop singing. It's a bit like playing that recorder when you're in grade 4 at school and annoys everyone. So I didn't really pursue it because of some of those feedbacks, and I didn't have confidence. So I told myself I couldn't sing. By the time I sort of got well into my 30s, I just gave it away. But I always had a desire to do it, and that never left me. And so I didn't really kick into that again until maybe about mid-40s. So I went, I'm going to get some lessons. I'm going to see if I can do something with this. And that's what I did. And I still occasionally get the vocal coaching now. And it just turned it right around. And over the years, I was able to release, not just release, but begin to play live as a soloist with confidence.
Yeah, well, that's fantastic. And I believe you've got 6 tracks you were telling me about. There's 2 others that I've played of yours that you might be surprised about. Song About You and Someone Like You.
Oh, yeah, sweet, yeah. Yeah, Song About You is just been released. I'll send it over to you soon. You've heard it somewhere by the sound of it.
No, that's right. I heard it. No, I heard it. I've got to tell you the truth. I heard it offline because you want me to save that one, don't you?
Oh, yeah, down the track, yeah.
And I like it, mate. I reckon it's a terrific follow-up to this song. So, well done.
Thank you, and I really, really like the producer I'm working with. Her name's Nissa Ray. You may ask me that later.
Yeah.
And she's based in Mullaney. She's very, very talented multi-instrumentalist herself.
Yeah.
And she just really gets what I'm trying to express, and she captures that. And by the time we get to the full production, because I don't have a band, it's exactly what I can hear, what I envisage for the song. And so I've been really enjoying that journey. So what you're hearing is really me, just coming out in full without sort of having all those other musicians as a band would.
Yeah.
But it's how I hear it. And that is a great, catchy song. I still like, it seems a bit weird, but I still like to play it myself because I like how well the song's been put together, and it kind of gives you the feel that you want to dance around the room. So look forward to that one, those that are listening.
Yeah. Mate, the other thing is too, when you're talking about a producer and a person that you like, working with, it's really important that they have an ear for you too, an ear for your music and an ear for your tone.
Oh, totally. Like, there's so many other options that I could go that's probably easier for me, maybe closer. But when you get somebody that just gets you, and she's probably one of my biggest cheer squad other than my wife. She's just really gets it, loves it. She feels like we're a team. Yep.
You got that rapport.
Yeah, that rapport, and we have fun together, and she's so creative as well, and just puts a modern. I'm after like a contemporary country sound. I don't want to settle in to something that I'm not. I've always tried to do things a little bit different, and I like to have each song sounding a bit different. I've never been one to put on an album and listen to it and they all sound similar.
Yep.
So I haven't got to that place, but I imagine when I do, each song will have a different feel or vibe to it. But they kind of already are now as singles. I've got 6 up there and they're all quite different.
Fantastic. Mate, all right, let's get into this song that's doing very well for you on the charts here at Oz and down there in Tiger. Dreams were built on this land. Now, it really speaks itself in the title, doesn't it?
Yeah, totally.
And that's why Mum liked it so much. And where were you when you actually wrote the song, or have you done it over a period of time when you actually wrote it?
Well, yeah, this is a really interesting one. My wife actually did help me with some of the content in this one, because I was driving to a music festival at Toowoomba for 2-hour drive, and I said, I want to write a song. I've wanted to for some time, been thinking about it before I told her this, but I just haven't had a chance to sort of really put it it down to paper, and so I wanted it to capture the emotions and the thoughts and feelings and the the actual journey that I had in my, say, first 10, 12 years of my life.
Yep.
And dedicate it to my parents and siblings. So my wife sort of penned what I said as I was driving along. So she put it all down, all these ideas and thoughts, and then I went later and grabbed it and created it into the verses and the choruses and came up with a melody, and it grew. I don't normally work like that. I normally would have the guitar out and have a bit of a melody or some chords going and then find some words, but I worked backwards on this one. And it took me a little while, probably only a couple of weeks to really get the words and the verses, everything out. It probably took me a whole month to really find the right melody and chords that suited it.
Well, I think it's really good.
Yeah, once I was there, I knew. I reckon about 4 weeks. And that's, I'm still working full-time, so that might seem like a long time to a musician that's not working full time, but I'm doing that on my weekends and maybe the odd nights to try and get that to happen. But I was really pleased when I got there.
No, I think it's fantastic because it's a family feel to it, with your wife helping you too, and that gives that a little bit of that feminine touch, which is nice.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right, mate. Well, tell us, how can people get a hold of your music, Greg?
So it's on all platforms. So you can go to any of the platforms that you stream music. If you want to purchase it, they can get it on Apple or Amazon or wherever they would purchase music. But you can also go onto my website, which is www.gregmckinnesmusic.com.
Great.
And you can stream it from there as well.
Terrific, mate. All right, well, intro the song and good luck with it, and good luck with the future of your business in the music industry, Greg.
Yeah, looking forward to more of it.
Good on you, buddy. Well, introduce your song and I'll catch up with you next time.
Okay. No worries. This is my new single, Dreams Were Built on This Land. I hope you enjoy the track.
See you, Greg.
On a farm out west, 10 children were raised. Under the sun, in the dust, where memories were glazed. Mama lady, love had no length. Dad, whom we trusted, he was our strength. Cows to be milked, jobs all around, chores to be done from sun up to down. But after the hard work, we always found time for fun. Love and laughter had by everyone. Raised on a dairy farm under the southern sky, with old-fashioned values on which we rely. Mom's love so pure, Dad's hard-working hands, our dreams they were built on this land. Droughts and in plenty, we stood strong together. Joys and sorrows, any kind of weather. We give all we had, always there for each other. Memories to cherish, now and forever. Raised on a dairy farm, under the southern sky, with old-fashioned values on which we rely. Mom's love so pure, Dad's hard-working hands, our dreams they were southern sky, with old-fashioned values on which we rely. Mom's love so pure, Dad's hard-working hands, our dreams they were built on this land. Our dreams they were built on this land. Those days on a farm, we look back with a smile on the lessons we learned mile after mile. In that simple life we found our true wealth. In love, hard work, our roots, and our...
Yes, that's Greg McInnes there and his brand new song. You are tuned in to all the W's.Oz Radio Gold, Oz CMR, and also Allied International Radio. Our second interview for the international show today comes all the way from London, and it's a wonderful man and who plays just fabulous music. His name's Shaun Connery. Good morning, Shaun.
Good morning, Mark.
It certainly is. Yes, it certainly is a thrill to talk to you today on our international broadcast, and the second song that we've had from you, because Once the Roses Faded was such a popular song here, and for you to follow that up with Star Central release with He Was My Life is really important to us in growing you as an artist down under.
Yeah, well, thank you very much for all your support and all your help.
And Shaun, it all started for you, I believe, in Limerick, in Ireland.
Yeah, I came from Limerick and came to London when I was 19 and joined. We had a band in Ireland, you know, a local band, the Van Tones. So I came to London and joined the band, and I was a mechanic as well. So I done two jobs most of my time.
And that's like most artists around. It's very difficult to make money just from music. But tell me this, I am just so interested in your writings. Tell us about what got you into songwriting, Shaun.
Well, because, you know, as I was in a band and working as a mechanic, I didn't have much time for anything else. But then I went into the pub business and I got more time for writing songs. You know, so that's where I basically started. I've written most of my songs would be especially for people that I knew, you know, like Paddy O'Donnell, this lad that I wrote for He Was My Life, and I done tributes to Joe Dolan and Lena Zabaroni and people like that, Kenny Rogers, you know, so that's how I got into it originally, and I'm still at it now.
Well, that's fantastic. Thank goodness that you're still at it. And I suppose being in the club circuit or the pub circuit gave you the opportunity to try some of these songs with your audiences.
Yeah. Well, you know, when I had the big band, it was easy. But then when the karaoke came along, I was one of the first to get that into London pub. And that was handy because I had the backing, you know, and I could get my own backing and sing songs along as well as other people coming up and singing them, you know.
Yeah, that's fantastic. And as you said, you're in London, you've been there for 25 years. How are you finding the scene, the entertainment scene in London?
It's not as good as it used to be, but... you know, I suppose everything changes. It's more coffee shops and all that type of thing now, you know. But when I came here, it was you get people queuing up at 12 o'clock at night going into a dance, you know.
Yeah, times have changed for sure. So do you perform these days as a solo artist?
Yeah, I don't do as much performing as I used to now because you know, I write songs, but then I have a pub as well, but I've closed that down. I'm trying to I've got planning permission. I'm trying to sell it. But I do some charity work. You know, if somebody wanted me to come along and sing a few songs, it was never a problem.
Fantastic. Mate, I want to ask you now about this song that we have released at the moment called He Was My Life. A very touching song. Tell us about what motivated this song.
It was, in fact, for a friend of mine. I named him earlier on there, but he lost his son when he was 17. His son died of cancer, and he used to come into my pub, and then sometimes he'd go home and he'd lose the head, and the wife would ring me to know would I come and calm him down. And he would just keep saying he was my life. So I told him I'd write a song for him, and I did. And it did help him, you know. He didn't lose the head after that, but he would just listen to the song, you know.
Yeah, that's lovely. And of course, the last thing we ever want is to lose our children before we go.
Yeah, very true, Mark. Yeah.
So I bet he holds this song very close to him, and to think that it's getting broadcast throughout the world would lift his spirits too, I'm sure.
Yeah. I mean, I knew other people as well at the time who had children dying of cancer, you know, and so it was close to my heart as well, you know.
Fantastic. All right, well, you keep on writing the songs and singing them, Shaun, and we'll keep on playing them down here because we really appreciate the talent that you have, and also the message that you are sending out to the world, and we want to thank you for that.
I want to thank you and Shaza and Peg and all your contributors and listeners, but I want to thank you guys especially for all your support.
Our pleasure, and thank you also for that Christmas song, Walking, Talking Dolly. That's a fun song.
Yeah, well, I made that 44 years ago, believe it or not.
Wow.
And if you read the notes, it was actually, when we made it, we were too late for distribution at Christmas. But I sent 500 copies to Limerick, and my brother Tony, he took them in, and we sold them in the one shop. So he sold out the 500 copies in the week before Christmas.
Wow, fantastic. All right, Shaun, I'd like you to introduce your song, and we'll talk to you at another time, I'm sure.
Oh, well, hopefully, Mark, with the help of God. I hope you have a lovely Christmas, by the way, and all you guys down there.
You too. Okay, introduce your song, Shaun.
Okay, right, it's He Was My Life. Is that the one, Mark?
Yes.
Yeah, well, here it is, boys and girls, from Shaun Connery, sitting here in London. He Was My Life.
Fabulous, thank you.
On the night that he was born, I cried with joy. My every wish come true, a baby boy. As he grew from boy to man, I watched him every day with pride. But just when life he should have lived, he died. He was my life, Lord. I know he's by your side. I just can't believe you need him more than I. He was my life, Lord, and now he's gone. It hurts so much inside. Though I smile, I pretend, I keep hoping it will end, but this heartache will be with me till I die. As I go through life, I wonder, was it something that I done some evil deed or guilt that had been branded on my son. I've asked my God for answers, but my questions must be wrong, 'cause this feeling of despair goes on and on. He was my life, Lord, I know He's by your side. I just can't believe you need Him more than I. He was my life, Lord, and now He's gone. It hurts so much inside. Though I smile, I pretend, I keep hoping it will end, but this heartache will be with me till I die. I've got family who love me, the days they held me through, but when the sun goes down to rest, the nights are all so blue. I can't unlock this helplessness that's trapped within my soul. Since He was taken from me, I've lost my self-control. He was my life, Lord, I know He's by your side. I just can't believe you need Him more than I. He was my life, Lord, and now He's gone. It hurts so much inside. Though I smile, I pretend, I keep hoping it will end, but this heartache will be with me till I die. Oh, I wish I'd had more time to say goodbye. Now this heartache will be with me till I die.
Yes, what a wonderful song, and what a fabulous gentleman he is, Shaun Connery from Ireland, but these days from London. Well, that's it for our international show today, folks. I hope you've enjoyed it. I've really enjoyed bringing it to you. I'm going to go out with another Star Central artist in Rick Ferret, and hopefully you'll tune in next week. Bye for now.
As I sit and watch you rock in that old chair on the front porch at home without a care, but we know deep down you've often struggled. You've stood up tall, and we all know you've faced your share. From mining coal to digging holes, mending farmyard fences. Work was tough, and times were rough, defying our senses. Still somehow you showed the way, even on those lousy days. Tall timber stands through life's demands, that's what you'd say. When I sit and think a while, I'm not dreaming. Your life was short, but what you taught somehow had meaning. Life on the farm, having yarns with all kinds of folks. The
These were the times in my life I love the most. So stand tall, you'd say, you've come a long way. Life's much longer than a moment or a day. It's not what you take when you go, but leave behind. These were the things you impressed upon our minds. It's not what you take when you go, but leave behind. These were the things you impressed upon our minds.
If you've enjoyed this episode, share it with your friends.
We will see you next time.
Thank you for supporting the international show with Mark Eckel and Shaza Leigh. Proudly sponsored by Star Central and produced by Butler Gilchrist Productions.